What's up, everybody? This is Dave Z.
I'm Bree Molitor.
And we are back live for the 2018 KMC Central Series opener, where the best drivers in the world are fighting it out for the National Rock Racing Championship.
That's right. We are ready to get started on Hill 2, or we will be shortly. Technical
We
problems.
are bringing the action to you.
Yep.
Hillside Live.
We've got our same lineup of drivers, minus one. If you are watching the first hill, you can probably guess who it was. Richie Keith will not be joining us for Hill 2, unfortunately, but we've got everyone else still in the running. Got a few steering issues coming from Timmy Cameron and Bobby Tanner, but they're going to fight through it and make their way up the hill anyway, and we'll see what happens with that.
And hopefully we'll get Richie Keith in here in a few minutes.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Yeah, he's always a lot of fun.
Can you hear me now?
Can anybody hear us?
It's too loud.
We're working things out here, guys. Want to make sure that you can hear us loud and clear
Alrighty.
and see what's going on. So give us just a minute to get that worked out. I'm Bree Molitor,
I'm Dave Z.
and we're bringing you Hill 2 here at the 2018 National Rock Racing Championship Cup kickoff for the season. We're getting some yeses. People can hear us. Good. They can hear us.
Can you guys hear us?
Glad to hear it.
Turn the audio down.
See what I did there?
Alrighty. Well, we have Timmy Cameron on the line. He is our current leader. Let me get the leaderboard up here. The technology that we're using to bring you this is brand new. Never been used before. Clyde has put us in a satellite truck, and we're playing this by ear. Hope you guys are having a good time at the house. We're having a great time here. The sun came out, as you can see.
Yes, finally.
It is warm. It is dry. It's
warmer.
beautiful.
So once again, Timmy Cameron with some limited steering abilities due to pump failure, getting a little rowdy on the first hill.
He
but
really did.
He's not going to let that slow him down.
And it was a very, very, very fast first hill.
That's what Timmy does.
And the big horsepower buggies dominated it. Tim Cameron, he was number one. He came out on top on the first hill with a time of 14:4:31.
Yep.
And in second was...
Next up, we had Bubba Bacon, 15.161 on the first hill.
So then we had Clayton Hollingsworth in third, 16.297, followed by Brandon Davis, Timmy Bacon, and Randall Key. Okay. Timmy started her up. Here we go. Very technical. This is going to be a very different hill than what you saw on the first hill.
We've heard there were maybe some questions of even how many buggies will even finish it.
We're about to find out.
So this is going to be a lot about driver ability with their buggy.
And
a lot of technical ability required here, more than just the straight horsepower.
Something's going on with Timmy's buggy right now. There we go.
There you go.
You got it started up. And he's backing up, taking a second go. Let's see what that horse... I don't think that horsepower is going to come into play much here.
Well, it's going to have to hold it back.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh.
All right. Looks like we're broke. And that's a tough break. Tough break for Tim Cameron.
Looks like he's backing off the hill.
All right.
Gave it his best shot. Had a little trouble on the first hill. And, well, didn't have trouble laying down a fast time, but had a little trouble. Steering pump failure. So, didn't
And
bode well for hill 2 for him.
next on deck is, I believe it's Roland Carcass. Roland Carcass in the original Hitman buggy. Yes, it is. Now, on the first hill, let me reiterate, Tim Cameron came in first, had the fastest time on the first hill, followed by Bubba Bacon, Clayton Hollingsworth, Brandon Davis, Timmy Bacon, and Randall Key. Followed by Aaron Selden, Scott Goforth, Roland Carcass, Blake Schultz, Matt Sisler, Timmy Sorensen, William Stewart, Stephen Robinson, Sam Carter, Bobby Tanner, Richie Keith, Kyle Crouch. Here we go. The clock is hot. Here we go, Roland. Get it now.
Oh, Roland Carcass giving it his best shot here.
What a save. Oh, there it is. That would be a front drive shaft. We got some carnage. And we really appreciate your feedback. Please let us know what you're loving, what you'd like to see. We hope you're enjoying yourself wherever you may be. We are in sunny Bridgeport, Texas, on the first leg of the 2018 KMC Central Series opener.
Sunny as of now. We've been waiting a long time for this sun.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm Dave Z.
I'm Bree Molitor.
And we're taking you Hillside Live. And right now, from Central Tennessee, we've got my man,
Mr. Will Stewart on the line, ready to go.
in the Gone Postal buggy. All right, it's going to be a couple of seconds, and he's gone. Come on, Cassie, get him up the hill. This is William Stewart in the Gone Postal buggy. Come on, Will.
And you can just see that nasty mud not making things any easier out here.
And that rock is no joke. There he goes.
Come on, Will.
He's heating them
Smoke
up.
those
He's
tires.
heating them stickies up, baby.
Clean them out.
Those Goforth stickies. Scott Goforth put those stickies on that gone postal buggy. Does so much for our off-road community.
Come on, Will.
Smoke them if you got them.
He is working that buggy. Doing the best he can, man. That looks like a nasty obstacle right there.
It is rough.
Dave and I didn't get a chance to go out and walk the hills in
There
person,
it is. I think, come on. He's digging.
but this is looking rough.
Yeah, up. He got a bite. Zach Garner's out there, willing him up that hill.
Does this obstacle remind you of Backdoor just a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You know he's probably getting frustrated now.
Yeah, he is.
I know that feeling.
I mean, this is his home state. He's come back here. He came out here to win. There he is. He got it. Bite it, Will. Bite it.
Look at him working that wheel. Steering left and right, looking for that traction. We've gotten a couple comments requesting to be able to hear the engines more, be able to get more camera sound. Not sure what we can do about that, but that's something that we'll definitely work on.
And he's so close. Come on now, Will.
Man, he is right on the edge. Come on, Will.
This is what it's all about, people.
Oh, good save. Man, that hill's nasty.
My hat's off to Mr. William Stewart. He didn't play around. And I think he timed out right there. Yep. The crowd is going crazy.
He gave that his best shot, man. He was working hard for that.
William Stewart of Batcave Customs. And let's not forget to thank our friends over at RCV Axle.
That's right. Strongest axles on the planet.
Yeah, that's the reason why these guys and gals are using them. Because they are the best. And we also want to give a huge shout out to both Mad Ram 11 and Busted Knuckle Films.
They've been bringing us the action for this sport for a long time.
And they're kind of good at it, aren't they? There he is, William Stewart. Get a good look. That there's a hero.
Cassie Stewart's proud.
And we've got my friend Ryan Brumhall tuning in. How you doing, Rhino?
All right, we got Blake Schultz lining up.
All right. in the. This was Sam Carter's old buggy. He took it over, did some work to it, and we're going to see what he does on this thing. We're going to see if he's afraid of the skinny pedal or not.
I don't know.
He's been doing this a long time.
No one's getting up that hill if they're afraid of the skinny pedal.
I'm really glad to see Blake stepping up to the plate in the SRRS. Let's see if he learned something watching those other guys.
How dug out do you think the base of that rock ledge is going to get before this is all done? All right, Blake's looking for his line before he sends it.
Look at that front end jumping. Those RCV axles up front are doing their job.
Let's see what he's doing. I think he's backing up to get a good run at it.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know.
Hold on to your hats, kids.
Blake Schultz is just looking for the right line. Feeling out this hill.
And while he's picking it, we definitely want to thank Rick's Powder Coat for stepping up and taking care of so many drivers and so many of us. Rick's Powder Coat in Memphis. Oh, look who just checked in with us. The funniest man on the planet. We talked about the strongest axles on the planet, but we got the funniest man on the planet just checked in. What's up, Luke Wilson?
Hi, Luke.
We appreciate everybody tuning in. If you just joined us, this is the 2018 KMC Central Series opener for the National Rock Racing Championship. You are watching Blake Schultz in the Predator buggy. I'm Dave Z.
I'm Bree Molitor.
Thanks for joining us, Hillside Live.
100 seconds left.
John, we could take a break, but you're still going to hear the same thing. We're still working out a lot. He's going. He's over. That was unbelievable.
Oh, man.
Wow. We got the RCV recovery crew on the scene.
Got the first rollover for this
Let's
hill.
wait for the thumbs up.
Last.
Do we have a thumbs up?
Welcome to the SRRS.
Blake Schultz was our fourth driver to attempt the hill so far. For those of you just tuning in, giving it his best shot on this hill, and things didn't work out so well, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. And we really appreciate your feedback, getting the blend between us and the roar of the motors. We're going to fine-tune all that in over the next race or two. Our number one goal is to just bring you that feed and bring all this action to you live. All right, folks, what we're going to do, we're going to pay some bills. We're going to be back in a second. So stand by, grab yourself a drink, and watch this.
Hammer down, throttle over. Nitro nose differential and nitro nose power. With a range of parts to meet all needs. Quality, all conditions.
We want to welcome you back to Hillside Live. We just saw Blake Schultz do a backflip. They got him back up, and it looks like he's okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, we're on Hill 2 of the day for everyone that's just joining us. Blake was our fourth racer. No one has made it up yet. This is a pretty difficult hill. It's going to be interesting to see what all happens on here today. The sun is finally shining, but after days and days of rain, the mud is thick and it's sticky and nasty out here. We've got Aaron Selden on the line. His Kryptonite Customs buggy, Agnes.
Absolutely. 2018 King of the Hammer Shootout champion. And we miss seeing you race, Peter Basler. You've got to change that, buddy. Peter Basler, one of the greatest of all time right there. Listen to her. Now, Aaron Selden is from down here, so he's hit this before. We've had a number of you saying nobody is going to climb this. Well, we'll see.
A couple drivers I'm definitely interested to see what they pull out on this hill.
Absolutely.
Now, I said that this obstacle reminded me of Backdoor.
Backdoor, out west.
I know y'all were racing on the front door this year.
That's right.
See what Aaron can do on here.
So far, this hill has claimed 3 buggies. Timmy Cameron's Get Back, Roland Carcass, his buggy, the original Hitman buggy, and Sam Carter.
Come on, there he goes. Oh, and we've got some fire.
He was up it, boys. He had a belt. It's all over but the crime. That's a heck of a show.
All right, we have Matt Myrick from Busted Knuckle Films getting in close with that camera.
Go big or go home. We'll see you next time.
What do you want? Hey, Aaron, you're not just discharged?
What's your name coming?
Aaron Selden. Disappointed, but gave it one heck of a try.
Sure did. Looks like they're checking in with him and seeing about how to get Agnes off the hill.
Hey, you want to take a forward or back?
Got our recovery crew working hard out there. Thankful to have those guys helping us out.
Absolutely. And
An
while
essential part of a race day.
yeah,
Good, man.
as we're waiting to get Agnes off the side of the hill, definitely want to thank SCS Gearbox for their sponsorship. You know, if Bobby Tanner is running an SCS Gearbox, it must tell you something. They're the strongest in the world, hands down. They're bulletproof. Holly EFI stepped up this year as a sponsor.
Backfire. Airfield just blown off of it. Rear end's broke, but he was in it to win it. If it broke, he'd have been up that. It's one of it. Yeah.
My bad, I got caught up. I said stand back. Well, I reckon I'm going to get back. So PRP seats, we're actually sitting in a couple of PRP seats
Yes,
right
we
now.
are, and these things are pretty comfortable.
They're comfortable and they do the job. So if you're in the market for a top quality seat, check them out. So where are we going to be headed next?
That is a good question. Let's talk about our upcoming events. We've got the recovery crew working on Agnes right now, getting off the hill, Aaron Selden. So in 2 weekends, March 9th and 10th, we will be in Wind Rock, Tennessee, or Wind Rock ORV Park. That's in Oliver Springs, Tennessee. It's about 80,000 acres, I believe.
Yeah, it's huge.
Lots of space to ride and play.
So come on out with your Razors, your UTVs, your Jeeps, your buggies. Come on out, have a good time. They have cabins there. There's camping all around there. It's a wonderful, wonderful place to take the family. And they've got some great hills, and I think there's going to be some amazing action there.
Fun fact, first time I ever rolled over in a buggy was at Wind Rock in the old Juggy, and might have hit a tree pretty hard too. Ask my dad about that sometimes. He likes to rub that in once in a while.
That's
Anybody
right.
ever remember watching me do that? Whoops.
Avenger buggy over.
Oh no, that was the Juggy.
Was it
that
the
was back in the day.
Back in the day.
I have never rolled the Avenger into a tree.
So where are
Yet.
where are we going to be after Wind Rock, Bree?
After Wind Rock, March 30th and 31st, we'll be in Wildcat. That is East Bernstadt, Kentucky.
It's a
We're
great
going to be
place.
heading north.
And, you know, so many people have been asking about the finals. Last year, we integrated the National Rock Racing Championship with the Icelandic Formula Off-Road folks. And it just turned into a 4-day jamboree, just an extravaganza. So you're not going to want to miss that. We're doing it all over again. And that's going to be at Bikini Bottoms, of course, October 4th through 7th. So you're going to want to book your rooms now in Dyersburg, Tennessee. Always a good
I
time.
haven't made it to Bikini Bottoms myself yet, but I've sure heard a lot about those events there.
Right.
We've got a couple people, well, a lot of people requesting replay. I don't know about our capabilities for that right now, but I think that would definitely be an awesome feature if that's something we can work into the show in the future. Thank you guys for your feedback. The Bacons have not run yet on Hill 2. Some questions about that. I do still race. Got a question there. Haven't had a lot of seat time in the past year. Just a couple of times taking the buggy out, but definitely hoping to get in it more this year. And,
we're going to change that for sure.
Get back in the driver's seat and continue enjoying the sport from the driver's seat and from the commentating seat.
And we want to thank everybody on the ground out there. We are having a blast. It turned out to be a gorgeous day. The sun's shining. It's warm. We got Zach Garner emceeing the whole show. And right now, on the line, it's looking like Sam Carter. That looks like Plum Buck, Tim Cameron's old trail rig. Sam Carter had a smooth run earlier today. And let's see what this man can do. We're trying to work out our sound levels between Bree and I and the cameras out there on the trail. So
I mean,
please
I know
bear
you
with
guys
us.
love hearing our voices. Personally, I'd rather hear the horsepower too, though.
Absolutely.
So we're going to see what we can do about that. Thank you once again for your feedback, everybody. It just helps us to keep making the show better and better.
Sam Carter's trying to find that line, and I think he can afford to take his time and find that line right now since nobody has made it up this hill yet. I think that William Stewart may have dried out some of the rock up top because, boy, he was smoking it.
He sure was.
For those of you who are just tuning in, there it is. This is an unbelievably difficult obstacle. You know, during the first hill, which was a high horsepower, quick, fast hill, you wanted something with some rock, something a little bit more technical. Well, here you go. Come on, Sam. Sam working that rear steer also. Come on, Sammy. I talked to Sam before the race. He really wants this. For those of you who are just tuning in, this is one of the most exciting young racers, Mr. Sam Carter in Plum Buck.
This rock ledge really proving to be quite the obstacle today. This combination of this nasty mud out here, the ledge getting dug out, really proving to be tricky. We have had 3 breaks and a rollover and timeout. Is that correct?
Correct.
Am I remembering right?
And speaking of time, come on, Sam.
Sam's got less than a minute. Less than a minute left in his time here.
Smoke him, Sam.
Oh no. Rollover number 2 for the day. Tough break for Sam Carter.
There goes Dave Mitchell, leading the RCV recovery crew over to Plum Buck. Y'all wanted some rock bouncing? Here you go. And I'm Dave Z with Bree Molitor, bringing you the 2018 National Rock Racing Championship Series. We're having a great day out here in Bridgeport, Texas. We hope you are too, wherever you may be. Do us one favor. We understand that we're working through some technical issues, but we hope you're enjoying this live feed with us. And if you are, and if you love the sport of rock bouncing, rock racing, I want you to share this feed. Share this feed, please. Let's grow this sport of rock bouncing, and let's show these drivers that we love them. Share it, share it, share it. And while they're trying to get Sam Carter on all fours, Brooks, why don't we pay some bills? All right, we'll see you guys back here shortly.
Progression, determination, innovation, experience, speed. We are Super ATV. With industry-leading suspension, heavy-duty Rhino brand axles, and all-out performance tuning, let Super ATV fuel your off-road passion. Visit superatv.com.
Daddy said, sit down, listen to my words. Life's full of ups and downs, you'll fall and you'll learn. Don't waste your time on mistakes. Take time for yourself, figure it out. Life is good, my son. As long as I'm alive, I'll be by your side. Yeah, follow your heart, my son.
Alrighty, everybody. This is Dave Z.
I'm Bree Molitor, guys. We are out here with Hill 2. Got some recovery going on. A little tough break for Sam Carter rolling over. This hill really proven to be very challenging today.
And for those of you who are just tuning in, this is the 2018 KMC Central Series opener. All of these drivers are racing for the National Rock Racing Championship Cup. That's what it's all about. The best drivers in the world are trying to make it up. Hill 2 here in Texas. So, Bree, what do you think about this weather?
Well, it was pretty crappy earlier, but it's pretty nice now. Aw. There's a shot of Sam.
Now, Bree, you've driven these buggies in competition at a high level. So let me ask you this. What's going through his head right now?
Not these buggies. Maybe someday.
I mean, seriously, though, you run into some adversity.
There's a lot
What's
of
going through your head?
disappointment. I mean, you work hard, you travel a long ways, and put in a lot of late nights and everything, getting the buggies ready, and and then that go and break or roll over or whatever, and it's part of it, but it's definitely disappointing.
Trent, this is the first race live with this technology. Right now we have Steven Robinson on the line. We have multiple cameras that we're live with. We are in a satellite truck. Nobody has made it up the hill yet. We're either braking, we're timing out, or we're rolling over. Brian Keene has been watching. All right. We have Nick Campbell in the Raging Hornet, racing with Steven Robinson. They're representing Central Tennessee. Bree, we are about to roll.
They had a couple repairs to make to the Raging Hornet between Hill 1 and 2. Glad to see they got it back together and ready to roll.
There was some carnage on Hill 1, and Lord knows there's some carnage on Hill 2. Get it? Nick Campbell. And Nick is representing Hardin County, Tennessee. Nick is driving right now. We have Nick in the driver's seat. They're racing as a team this year. We are currently in Bridgeport, Texas. It's been raining here all week, but it's turned out to be one of the most beautiful days.
Hello, JBB. Thanks for checking in with us. Getting a little feedback on the picture quality here. Y'all bear with us, like we've been saying. This is all brand new stuff. Everyone's been working really hard to get the technology that we need for this, and it's really new. It's really cool.
There he
stuff.
goes.
Oh.
Oh.
So it's not going to be perfect yet. So bear with us while we work out some of these, some of our technical issues, and keep adding things to the show to make it bigger and better each time.
How about that?
And that's exactly what you don't want to happen when you're rolling a buggy back over. Special thanks to our great recovery crew out there. They are a necessary part of any race day. No driver wants to be on the receiving end of their help usually, but when you need it, you're glad for it.
And we want to give a huge shout out to Matt Myrick of Busted Knuckle Films, who is running that camera right now. He's doing the best that he can with what he has. Amazing job, Matt. And for those of you who are just tuning in, this is Hill 2 in the 2018 KMC Wheels Central Series opener for the National Rock Racing Championship Cup. That's right. KMC Wheels is sponsoring the Central Series. So many drivers are running their wheels right now. And tough as nails. Bobby Tanner for one. If Bobby can't break one, I reckon they'll be good enough for my
you
truck.
Got something good going there, huh?
Now, we see a few of you are asking about the leaderboard. The leaderboard for Hill 1, which was more of a higher horsepower, quick hill. We had Timmy Cameron in first place on that hill. Then Bubba Bacon came in second. Clayton Hollingsworth, third. Brandon Davis, fourth. Who do we have fifth? Timmy Bacon. And then
Randall Key is up there in sixth place for Hill 1 right now.
Now I want you to remember that, people. Randall Key took sixth place on Hill 1, which means if he actually makes Hill number 2, there's a pretty strong chance he's going to end up on the podium. And I don't think there's anybody aside from Wendy, aside from Wendy and Randall, who wants to see him on the podium more than me. And Randall will be coming up shortly.
Nick Campbell and the Raging Hornet buggy getting pulled off the hill after an unfortunate rollover. Clearing the way.
And we appreciate you. Do what, Bree?
Who's that down there? Who do we have on the starting line? Is that Bubba?
Maybe Bubba Bacon on the starting line. I see blue.
Yep.
Yeah. It does look like Bubba Bacon's on the line. Who wants to see what Team Big Block can do here? So far, nobody has made it up Hill 2. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir, Mr. Peter. Here we go. The course is hot.
Bubba Bacon is in second place for Hill 1 right now.
Here we go.
So let's see what he does.
Let's do this. Come on now, Bubba. Bubba making it sing. Come on now, Bubba.
Bubba putting that horsepower and that new suspension to good use here.
He's just finding that perfect line. It's going to take that perfect line to get up this obstacle.
Oh, he got it.
How about that Bubba Bacon?
Look, we can finally see the top of the hill now.
Get on out
Yeah.
the top, Bubba Bacon. Give it up. The crowd is going wild. Copy 79.685. Breed, did you catch that time?
Looks like Bubba got a time of 79.685, the first one to make it up Hill 2. He's also sitting in second place for Hill 1, so this could be a very good day for Bubba.
Wow. Whew. The crowd is going nuts right now.
Showing him some love.
And sitting on the line, you were looking at the Attitude Buggy. All right. This is Matt Sisler. Matt Sisler in a 1,000 plus horsepower buggy. Let's see what he can do. On the off season, he just threw a new blower on that thing. And he currently has about a minute and a half worth of seat time in the buggy. So it'll be interesting to see how far he's willing to push it today.
I know y'all want to hear those motors out there. We're working on bringing you a nice balance of all our feeds we've got going on here. Everything's not going to be perfect today. Making a lot of changes, trying things out, seeing what works best. So bear with us through it. Working really hard to bring you a great show.
Absolutely. I'm Dave Z, and sitting next to me is Bree Molitor, and here is Matt Sisler.
Oh, that sounds good.
And for those wanting to hear those buggies scream, we do too. We're working through a few technical issues with our sound hillside, but I promise you, if we don't get it this hill, by next race, we'll have it all dialed in for you. Matt Sisler.
Oh.
And Matt is over. All right, it looks like he's okay. The RCV recovery crew moving on in, checking on him, looking for fuel leaks. These guys go above and beyond. They're incredible. This obstacle is claiming a bunch of buggies. It seems the common tale is they veer off to the left, it pushes them, it pulls them to the left, and then they go over.
Yep, they're getting thrown to the left and not working out too well after that. This is our third rollover on the hill.
Third or fourth.
Am I remembering right?
And we hope to have some instant replays for you in the near future. We hope to have some drones and other camera angles.
That's right.
But we're working through what we have to right now. And while they're getting ready, Brooks Myers, I reckon we're going to pay some bills. Can we make that happen, sir? So hold on, get yourself a cold beverage, get a snack. Bree and I will be right back.
Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
Nitro Gear and Axle offers one of the nation's widest variety of top quality differential and axle parts for nearly all makes and models, including a huge list of industry exclusive Toyota applications. Nitro's state-of-the-art machining and heat-treated processes produce stronger, longer-lasting, and easier to install parts. From competitive rock crawlers to daily drivers, Nitro Gear and Axle offers the best quality and widest range of products for your axles.
Progression, determination, innovation, experience, speed. We are Super ATV. With industry-leading suspension, heavy-duty Rhino brand axles, and all-out performance tuning, let Super ATV fuel your off-road passion. Visit superatv.com.
Daddy said, sit down, listen to my words. Life's full of ups and downs, you'll fall and you'll learn. Don't waste your time on mistakes. Take time for yourself, figure it out. Life is good, my son. As long as I'm alive, I'll be by your side. Yeah, follow your heart, my son.
What's up, everybody? This is Dave Z.
I'm Bree Molitor.
And we want to welcome you back to Hillside Live. This is the 2018 KMC Central Series opener. The best drivers in the world are fighting it out for the National Rock Racing Championship. And we are here in Bridgeport, Texas. That's right, Bridgeport, Texas, for the season opener. And we have seen some carnage. Oh,
Like
look at
they're
this.
Finishing up some recovery on the hill now.
Looks
Got
like
Randall Key on the line.
that looks like my guy. Is it? Let me see.
That's Randall.
Yeah, that's Randall Key on the line. Now, I want everybody out there. to just think good thoughts. We're going to get Randall to the top, and we're going to get him to the top fast. I want to see Randall on the podium today.
We
Randall?
We just saw a rollover from Matt Sisler getting cleared off the hill now.
Big horsepower, not getting Matt to the top. Heck of a run. RCV recovery crew doing an amazing job. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We hope you like our new format. It's only going to get better. We appreciate the good. We appreciate the constructive criticism. And we are... Hang on.
Hold up.
Can you hold on the line? Can you hold on the line?
We are experiencing technical difficulties, apparently.
Check that camera.
Working hard to get the feedback up for y'all.
Okay. All right, it looks
And
like we got the
there's
camera back
Randall.
up. For those of you who don't know Randall Key, he is paralyzed from the waist down. He is using hand controls for everything, for his accelerator, his brake, his rear steering.
Shifting, it's amazing. I mean, the amount of multitasking, I know I couldn't do it.
Man has moved.
Randall's still picking out his line, it looks like.
Can somebody get Matt Myrick
Getting
to
a
move
feel
little bit? We have zero feed.
for this ledge.
Get Matt Myrick to move a little bit. Which way, Brooks?
Towards the trailer.
Towards the trailer.
We know we're having some difficulties with the camera feed right now. Y'all just bear with us. We'll be getting that corrected as soon as possible. Randall is still working at this ledge right now.
It's bad. It's froze up.
So y'all just hang with us and be patient. And we'll get it right back to you as quick as we can.
It's killing me not being able to see my man Randall Key.
Check them cables. You have to check that cable, make sure it's tight. It's froze. Are you losing?
And we appreciate your patience. We are going to get this feedback up as soon as possible.
Randall's still working at the rock ledge there.
Come on, y'all. Let's get him
Zach
up
out
the
there
hill.
telling him to let her eat, let her eat. That's what I hear.
He's right up there on the hill right now. He's on the ledge. He's going to need some horsepower to get it over that one peak right there.
Randall's still working on the ledge right now. Only thing y'all are missing is him
While you work on this,
warming up those tires.
do an interview.
As you can imagine, we have a lot of moving pieces for this production right now. We've got cameras all over the hill, lots of tech that, you know, we're relying on to work properly when we need it, and not everything always goes according to plan.
And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something right now. This is the first time that our feed's gone out today. I'm pretty happy about that, Bree.
I am too, considering everything we've gone through to get this up and running and the weather.
A huge, huge, huge shout out to Clyde Bynum, Dave Mitchell, Let's not forget Scott Weiss over at Dirty Turtle Off-Road getting this satellite truck up and running. I believe we have Bubba Bacon heading towards the truck for an interview, and he's going to join us momentarily. He is currently the only one who's made it uphill, too.
And he got second place time for Hill 1.
So if you're doing the math, currently, he's pretty much first overall for all of the people that have run both hills today.
Yep. Today has been a good day for Bubba Bacon. So we're going to get him in here and chat a little bit.
Absolutely. So, our producer is yelling at me saying that we have to pay some bills. So we need you to hold tight, grab that favorite beverage. We're going to be right back.
No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. gets you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
Raw power, weak brake. Hammer down, throttle over. Nitro nose differentials and nitro nose power. With a range of parts to meet all needs. Quality, all kinds.
Nitro Gear and Axle offers one of the nation's widest variety of top quality differentials. All makes and models, including a huge list of industry exclusive Toyota models. Nitro's state-of-the-art machining and heat treatment processes produce stronger, longer lasting, and easier to install.
Alright, we got Clayton on the start line.
All right, just a quick pop quiz.
Start line ready to go.
Who thinks he's coming up this hill?
Clayton, clock is hot.
All right, Clayton, you have 4 people that think you can do it. Let's go. Strong.
All right, I think we're back.
You know who this is, ladies and gentlemen.
There's no mistaking that buggy.
Clayton Hollingsworth and the Outlaw Buggy.
Now I gotta say, I really do want to see what he's gonna do.
And joining us in the
hill.
studio is the 2018 King of the Hammer Shootout champion, Mr. Aaron Selden.
How are y'all doing? Man, this is one heck of a climb. There's only been, Bubba Bacon's been the first buggy up. I think there's been roughly about 10 or 12 sent to the trailer with broken parts. So it's really, really tough.
Come on now, Clayton.
Got a different angle on the hill now. If you were watching earlier. Oh, and that is a rough spot.
Now I know how Roland broke that drive shaft earlier. I could see the other side of that rock.
Yeah, things look a little different from up here.
Good save, driver.
Clayton giving it his best try here. Looks like he's trying to pick a little bit different of a line maybe, or maybe it just looks different from up here.
He had a screaming time on the first hill. Those farmers in back doing work. And he got it. There it is.
And he's up.
Come on now, Clayton.
Easy now. Finish it up. That's right. Clayton Hollingsworth, folks. Second one uphill, too, today.
That's what I'm talking about. So, those of you who are keeping score, Timmy Cameron ran earlier. He broke. Clayton Hollingsworth and Bubba Bacon, the only two able to make it up the hill so far.
Think it was just a battery?
It looked to me like he just got mad, tired of hitting it, and said, I'm just going to go up it.
Time on Clayton.
108.150 is Mr. Hollingsworth time. Clayton time.
Outstanding.
All right. We've got a time of 108.150 for Clayton.
Can we confirm we do have the 10-4, 10-4, we do have a
And we're hanging out, Miss Bree Molitor and myself, with the pilot of the Agnes buggy, Mr. Aaron Selden. Aaron's already run. You want to tell us briefly about your run?
Yes, sir. We pretty much started out. It's a really, really tough tough climb. There's a crack right on the left-hand side. You need to stick the driver's tire in, and finally got the tires cleaned off, and shifted it into third gear, and hit hard enough. They said the rear end was up in the air, about 4 foot in the air. So at that point, never let out, and when the rear tires hit, it ended up breaking the bull gear in the rear end.
We're going to catch back up with Aaron in a minute, but we have Brandon Davis in unfinished business on the line. Get it now, Brandon. Racing out of the Huntsville, Alabama area.
Brandon also raced in the UTV class yesterday.
He's always exciting to watch. And we've got Matt Myrick from Busted Knuckle Films capturing that at the top of the hill.
Brandon Davis doing what he can. Get on top of that ledge. Got to be getting awfully dug out by now.
Yeah, without a doubt. Me being an armchair quarterback, you're looking at that right line. We've seen drivers try to take that right line, and it's sketchy as I don't know what. And that left line, it's put more than one driver on their lid today. Technical hill? Absolutely. We watched William Stewart almost make it out. He was lighting it up.
Oh, he was so close. That must have been frustrating. Come on, Brandon. Brandon right where Will was.
And you can just feel it. He wants to back up just to get a little momentum. And he's out the top. Unbelievable.
Hey, Brandon Davis, third one up the hill today.
Let's get a time on him.
Let's see if we can get a time for Brandon. Bet he's feeling good right now.
Oh, boy. I could see that smile from here. Brandon and Cheryl Davis, happy as they could be right now.
Got a time of 119.820 for Brandon Davis.
Aaron, what's going through your head right now, seeing two just making it out the top, brother?
Being able to run later in the day looks like it's drying out just a little bit in that hole, and that's helping him. So, but they're all great drivers, and then we got Bobby Tanner stepping up. So,
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, that was Aaron Selden. Team Kryptonite running the Agnes buggy. 2018 Shootout champion. King of the Hammer Shootout champion. That's right. Backing up into the line is Bobby Tanner, the godfather of rock bouncing, in Screaming Blue with a new look. Bobby's got a new wrap on the buggy. It's looking great. Who's ready for some Tanner time? Bobby had some steering issues on Hill 1. They put it together as good as they can. He's still running with a broke leg, so we'll see what he can do. You know he's about to put on a show. I hope you got your popcorn. I hope you got your drink, because here he goes. Bobby lining it up. Not taking any chances. But
I
you
don't
know when
about that. It's not done yet.
he's not taking any chance. He's getting that line, and when he does,
It's fun to see the different driving styles of all the racers out here today.
Bobby
Come on,
Tanner! Bobby Tanner!
Bobby. Easy now. Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bobby Tanner out the top. He has completed.
Say again. Say again.
Waiting on Bobby's time. We need that time one more time. We need that Bobby Tanner time. Bobby Tanner
Bobby
is
Tanner,
the
our new fastest time on the hill, 6:8.897. That puts him in the lead for hill number 2.
What do you think, Mr. Aaron Selden?
Well, it's Bobby Tanner driving for you, so nothing surprises me when he's on the line. So.
Okay, now here we have one of our sponsors. This is Scott Goforth in the Rum Runner buggy. Scott has got a new motor just waiting to put into the the buggy. I believe the second he's going to get home, that's when that surgery is going to start. He's looking at upwards of 12 to 1,300 horsepower, maybe more. I guess we'll have to see the dyno. He's excited about this. He told me when he stopped off for a quick interview the other day that he's not worried about any powder coat on Rum Runner. He is going to he's going straight to the top no matter what. What's Bobby feeling right now? What's Mr. Tanner feeling right now, Aaron?
Just pure adrenaline, to be able to conquer a hill that fast today, today's conditions. So I know he's super excited and thanking the Lord above.
Amen. Scott Goforth. Scott Goforth and Rum Runner. Let's see what you got, buddy. Scott trying to get a bite right there. He's off that left side that we were talking about.
I think he just sent our cameraman running. Is that Matt up
He
there?
about hit Matt Myrick.
Oh. Stay on your toes, Matt. Scott's looking for that line.
Scott Goforth did not let out. I repeat, he did not let out. Let the record show. Yes, Justin. Kryptonite is already run, and Mr. Aaron Selden is sitting next to Bree and I here in the studio. Come on now, Scotty! There it is!
Dave just scared me.
I scared
Come on,
myself.
Scotty, easy now. There you go, up and over. Nice.
Scott's out the top.
All right, Scott.
Gonna have a time in
Scott's time is 1:28.250.
I think Aaron Selden called it, hit it right on the head. It is definitely drying out.
Yep.
The sun is blaring out
Starting to
there.
make a big difference.
What are you thinking, Aaron?
Yeah, it looks like they're getting a lot more traction coming out of that hole, and all these drivers are, they're best drivers, in the rock bouncing, and once they see the line, it's just an all-out dash to the top at that point.
Well, looky who's on the line. We have got one half of Team Big Block out there. Timothy Bacon on the line. Here we go. Let's see some Big Block
All right,
action.
let's see how this compares to what time the Bubba laid down.
You see what tires he's running, don't you?
Looks like Tim's maybe having some issues. See him shaking his head in there, filling it out.
He's putting them Interco tires to work, let me tell you. Look at, we've got Timothy Bacon on the side of the hill right here, and joining us in the studio, we've got the man from Kentucky, Mr. Clayton Hollingsworth.
There he goes.
Big block.
Sending that mud, man.
The Bacon boys have really stepped it up this year. They've done a lot of work, and they're looking real good.
Absolutely. That was Clayton Hollingsworth joining us, and what a day Clayton's had. We're going to talk to him here in a minute, both him and Aaron Selden.
Man, you can tell he's ready to get done with this hill.
What a day in Texas.
They had a lot of rock. Hey, they ain't Texas. They ain't got nothing on Texas.
You want some rock bouncing? Come on.
There he goes.
Timothy Bacon out the top. All right. One more time. We need a time. Do we have a time on Timothy Bacon? 160-917. You see, we're all high tech here in the SRRS trailer. Look at this guy sitting next to me over here, Clayton Hollingsworth. Clayton, how you doing today, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing real good. I'm glad to be here. Glad the Lord let me up this morning to get me here.
Why don't you take this mic and why don't you tell these people here the difference between Hill 1 and Hill 2?
Hill 1 was just a warm-up, I guess, for Hill 2. Hill 2 really turned into a bounty hill.
you gotta get us live now.
What? You had them boggers hooking though.
We might have seen track marks just
Did you?
It worked out.
Just like NASCAR, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And if you want some commemorating ribbon, yellow tape, feel free to grab all you want. That's free for y'all.
It's mine.
Oh, it's yours, though.
The green one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you have it.
Hey, y'all don't have to lift that tape up. Y'all can break it, take it, roll it up, throw it away. Help us out. We get all this cleaned up. We're going to ride, have some fun. Go up here to the top, watch these guys get awards and all kind of stuff. They can talk about everybody it took to get them here. Yeah, please thank you. Pick up all that crap. We checked the area before y'all got here. It was perfectly clean. Thank you. Great job, man.
Do what I can. They have no way of knowing when the battery's low on this. It just stops working. It's dumb.
Oh, you'll know because they took pictures like a fucking. Yeah.
Guys, I know y'all been down there saying how to do it all day. We're going to get out of y'all's way. Y'all help yourself. Let's see what you got.
It was pretty slick on Hill 2 to start the day this afternoon. The sun came out, started drying up everything, and
it's like a totally different day out there now.
Yeah. You saw Clayton and Aaron in the studio. We still got them, thank God. Clayton, what was your run, your Hill number 2 run, that ridiculous wall like?
I don't know what kind of time I turned in on it, but I was just glad to get over it. Like I said, it turned into a bounty hill. It was tough. 4 or 5 buggies is all that's been out the top of it, so we luckily got out it. We had a little malfunction on the first hill. We lost our nitrous bottle off of it, so I'm running a real tall gear, and I had to pull it in first, so I didn't have the wheel speed I wanted to, but I got up it, and I was extremely happy to get up that hill.
I bet you were.
Now, if any of you out there in TV land has a question for Clayton or Aaron, ask away on the live feed.
Now
They're here.
would be the time.
Now's the time. You ever want to talk to Clayton Hollingsworth? He's right here. How about the 2018 King of the Hammers shootout champion? He's right here. It's like we got rock bouncing royalty up in here today. Huh?
I think we're doing pretty good.
That's right. By the way, for those of you just tuning in, my name is Dave Z.
I'm Bree Molitor.
And you've joined us for the 2018 KMC Central Series opener. The best drivers in the world are all vying for the National Rock Racing Championship. Let's show them, Bree, what they're fighting for over here. Let's see if we can get this out over here.
Gotta move my PRPC.
Bam! That's what it is right there. They're going for first place. That's what they're here for. Clayton, you here for second place?
I guess I'm going to have to take it today. I was here for first place, but maybe I'll get on the podium if I'm lucky. But like I said, it was we struggled all day. It's been tough. Clyde picked some bad heels. Well entertained the crowd today. If they weren't entertained today, and this live feed, is awesome because everybody, and I believe in Kentucky, called me last night that watched it and told me some stuff I hadn't watched it. So I watched. Have you got like 30 minutes?
Yeah, we got as much time as you need, Brother Hollingsworth.
Hey, I do have a question for you also from one of our comments.
Okay. Take the mic, brother.
Clayton, if you built a different buggy, what would you change?
I wouldn't change nothing. Absolutely nothing. I wish I had the money to get better parts, but I'm going to sacrifice with the cheaper stuff right now. It seems to be working, so
yeah, I think you're making it work for you.
I throwed a beating on it there a while ago. We didn't break nothing, so everything held up good. So, like I said, I'm happy. I get to load it in the trailer and go back and race next weekend with a little cash in my pocket.
That never hurts.
I think Bubba is in the lead, I believe, or as of right now. Congratulations to him. He put down a clinic. He done awesome. He done a great job, and he's worked hard. All them Bacon boys has worked hard for it. So, a big shout out to them guys for working hard and entertaining us. But I'd like to talk a little bit about yesterday's live feed. Like I said, I got back to the trailer last night, and I watched it live last night, and I had to get up this morning and watch it again because I thought I might have been dreaming. But it was true. We had the baby bouncers run yesterday, and there's a young boy named Travis Skelton. I mean, he throwed down a clean, slick pass, and he has worked harder than anyone. I mean, he's been in my backyard working on that thing. I went to bed one night, and I got up, and him and Gilbert was still out there working on it, trying to get it ready to come to this race. And brand new buggy. And then him come up here and win it all. And then a guy say the only reason that he won is on account of I wasn't giving it everything I had. I really didn't like it. If somebody beats me fair and square, you don't drive 1,000 miles of Texas and run half throttle. You just don't do it. You give it all it's got. And another thing, he said the only time that I've ever beat him is he has technical difficulties. Is that right?
Well, in Timmy's defense today, he did have some technical difficulties today.
I had technical difficulties, and I'm still on the podium.
And let me shake your hand for that, sir. This is what rock racing, this is what the best in the world is all about. They give themselves some heck, but they push themselves to limits that most of us can only dream of. And we're so proud to have these guys here. Now, sitting to my right and your left, we have Mr. Aaron Selden, who just came off a huge win out in California. He is the 2018 King of the Hammers shootout champion. There's some very thin air up there. The likes of Bobby Tanner, Scott Goforth, Kyle Crouch. It is unbelievable. Aaron, tell us about that performance. Tell us about that win. A lot of people out there don't know what happened behind the scenes earlier that day. If you're willing to talk about it with us right now, that's great. If not, that's cool too.
Yes. So we got out there, woke up Monday morning, and the owner and builder of our buggy, Ryan Webb, he owns Kryptonite Customs, and
so Ryan Webb's dad passed away in Hammertown earlier in the day, and both of these gentlemen's families stood behind them and told them to do the one thing that they knew that Ryan's dad wanted more than anything, and that is that was to win that dadgum thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the worst week we've ever encountered in racing, and the best week. We've been grinding at this sport. We're new to it. This is going on year 3, and to figure a buggy out, Clayton, you came out last year, and it's just incredible the driving skill that you have. Everybody from Kyle Crouch, Bobby Tanner, everybody give you the shirt off their back, to help you make the hill, give you advice. And
Bobby Tanner's amazing.
He really is. He's
amazing.
Yeah, he's a stand up man and loves the Lord, which is
yes. He's like I call him a spider monkey on the side of them hills. If you wreck, you turn over, Bobby Tanner's the first guy there.
And that's right. He sure is. So.
And he gets there, getting there as quick as he does, beyond me, because he's probably not the youngest man.
Bobby made that really fast run. It was like a 16.7, and we were sitting there going, well, there's going to be the champion, we just. The Lord was with us, and smoothest run I've ever had in a buggy, and we came out on top, and that'll forever be, a very memorable moment. But it was
anybody that you'd like to thank first, Clayton.
Actually, I've got one sponsor now.
I saw that, a driveline guy.
Tom Woods drive.
Woody.
Got me a Woody. I always roll with a Woody, I say. Yeah, but I called them up, and I needed to order one, and they asked me who it was. I said, and I told him it's Clayton Hollingsworth, and he said, would it be all right if we send you a drive shaft, put a sticker on? I said, heck yeah, bring it on.
So when you guys and gals out there call up Tom Woods for a drive shaft, you tell them that Clayton sent you. Ask about the Clayton Hollingsworth discount.
They'll take care. They're cheaper than anyone else anyway. The first race last year, I got the buggy built. I didn't even think about Tom Woods drive because it's a cheaper part, $500 for a drive shaft. Cheapest thing on the machine.
All right, now people, hold on. We have got the Kentucky kid. He ain't no kid. We've got the man from Kentucky, Old Blue, over here, and Mr. Aaron Selden sitting over here. We're gonna pay some bills and be right back. Stay tuned.
No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
Raw power, we crave. Hammer down, throttle over. Nitro nose differentials and nitro nose power. With a range of parts to meet all needs. Quality, all conditions.
How you doing? I was going to say how you doing, America, but it's the world. My name is Dave Z.
I'm Bree Molitor.
And you have been watching the 2018 KMC Central Series opener. The best drivers in the world are all battling it out for the National Rock Racing Championship Cup. Now, I mentioned something a few minutes ago. I said something about Rock Bouncing Royalty being in the trailer with us, and sitting to my left is Mr. Clayton Hollingsworth from Kentucky, and sitting to Bree's right,
Mr. Bobby Tanner. I mean, does he really even need an introduction?
I mean, this is the godfather of rock bouncing. I know I personally have watched hundreds and hundreds of hours of Screaming Blue and Bobby Tanner on YouTube. I mean, who can forget some of the most memorable performances? How you doing today, Mr. T?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
Pretty good. It seems like you guys are doing pretty good today.
Me and Clay's giving it up, son. We got to the top.
I think you've got the fastest time.
I don't know.
I believe so. I believe Bobby not only has the fastest time, but it is he killed everybody else on that second hill.
And didn't I say Clayton Hollingsworth and Bobby Tanner is who I wanted to see on that hill?
Jackpot.
And that's what I said. I told you that.
Now, we had, the first person who really came close to getting over the top, in my mind, was who? Mr. Will Stewart.
Will gave it a heck of a shot.
Will Stewart. Now, I know you were watching Clayton. What was going through your mind when you seen Will smoking him?
I had my fingers crossed for him. I said, man, come on, you can do it. But he was so close, but yet so far away.
It wasn't for lack of trying, and it wasn't for he didn't let out. Him, his family, his friends, his fans are happy. Everybody gave him a standing ovation.
Did everything he could.
Everything he possibly could. He pushed that gone postal buggy
Everybody
to
did.
the limit. But then who stepped to the plate? to show us once it started drying up just a little bit. I think, Mr. Bobby, can you tell us, do you think that the sun and the heat had something to do with the way that the core shaped during the day?
I think it did. The more it went that day, the little bit drier it got. But you know, it's like Clay. You know, his buggy's real low, and for him to climb that, you know, that was awesome. Because I kept telling him at the bottom of the hill, I said, man, when you get up to there, I said, you're gonna have to pull something out of your hat because your buggy is low. And Will, like y'all said, you know, he almost climbed it, but he kept bottoming out, and he's lower than Will is. And for him to come up through there and hit it like he did, and I mean, that was awesome. And then Aaron, man, Aaron did an awesome job.
It was amazing because, you know, when Roland Carcass came out with a broken drive shaft, the view that we had on the live feed was from the front end. We had no idea what it looked like from the back end. Yeah. But when Clayton was running and Clayton got over the top and he was beating the bottom of that buggy up, Matt Myrick from Busted Knuckle Films moved over to the front of that rock, and Lord have mercy.
You were reshaping your skid plate a little bit.
It put an arch in it for the next time.
So, Mr. Bobby, how do you feel about the first hill? You had some technical difficulties, some issues. You want to tell everybody what you went through on that first hill, sir?
The first hill was, you know, Clay can tell you that. It was a simple hill. It wasn't nothing to it but just driving. But I thought I had to just go just as hard as I could possibly go, and I got up to there and I couldn't steer because I had two lines that was busted on my power steering pump, and it was just blowing oil out everywhere, and it got to where I couldn't even steer the thing. And then I got out of track, had to back up, so it took me a long time to climb the first hill.
Yeah.
Now, really quickly, I'm sitting in between Clayton Hollingsworth, Bree Molitor, Mr. Bobby Tanner, and I'm looking at Team Big Block in front. It is ridiculous. So what I need from you guys to do, if you love what these guys are doing, if you love the sport of rock bouncing, I need you to share this right now. Show them some love. And what we're going to do is I want you to share. We're going to be back in 30 seconds. We've got to pay some bills. Don't go anywhere. And thank you, Interco Tire, and welcome back, everybody. We need you to share this. To my left is my friend, Mr. Matt Myrick of Busted Knuckle Films. And who do you got over there, Bree?
Oh, I don't know. Just someone that made the #1 spot up the hill today. How'd that feel?
It felt good. Felt real good.
So, Mr. Bacon, why don't you tell everybody, because I'm an armchair. We were all armchair quarterbacks today, you know, just watching that live feed, and some people are like, oh, it's easy or whatever. Can you please tell these folks you raced both hills? First, let's start on hill #1. Tell me your thoughts about it.
Well, I started the day off not being able to get #4 cylinder to fire. So I've been on 7 cylinders all day. So on hill #1, I just decided to keep momentum because I didn't have no horsepower today and just hold it.
No horsepower.
And I've changed my buggy up a lot, and it worked really well. Everything worked good.
Outstanding. Let me go to Matt for a second. Matt, how you doing? First of all, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Happy to be here.
So, you didn't race the big buggies, but you were there for every run, filming the action. Can we get your thoughts on hill #2? Just because we were seeing nothing but carnage, people flipping, we were seeing breakage. What changed?
I mean, when you first looked at this hill, it was basically a bounty hill. I mean, I didn't know if anyone would make it up it, or maybe one driver would make it up it, and then pretty much one of them showed him the line, and then after that, it was just a free for all of people just beating the crap. You saw every buggy that came on that hill push to their very limit, and it was incredible. I was glad to be as close up front as I was. That's the good thing about being the cameraman, is I get that front row seat. Yeah, except for sometimes I gotta run, but that's okay. I'm sure people are watching on YouTube and they're like cheering me on as I'm running away. But
now, Mr. Bacon, is there anybody that you would like to thank? People helping you out, family, whatever it is, sponsors. Tell your fans.
Yeah, I got a whole list of sponsors to thank, or people that helped me out. First, I want to thank the good Lord for giving everybody the ability to be here.
Amen.
We were all strong enough to get through the weather this morning. And my family, everybody that came with me. My wife is at home, and she said little prayers for me. Yeah,
trust us.
She said her and the kids said a little prayer in the middle of Walmart while we were on live feed. So, I got a Crane Axle helped me out with my new front end this year. Adam Woodley did. I got Scorpion Off Road is my hometown off road shop. They help us with everything, anything we need. And Ace Trailers, they supplied us with a good trailer to get out here. And Goforth tires, because I ran the uncut stickies today. It was muddy, but it was mostly rock, and I wanted a real tough tire. And so Goforth, the stickies really work. And then PTC's got my transmission doing real well. Went with a different converter. I let Ed from PTC pick everything out for me, and I really like it. It's doing real good.
Outstanding. So many people have asked this. What's your goal for this year? You started out with a bang. What's it going to look like for Team Bacon? Is this the year of the big block?
Well, my goal is just to stay humble and do the best we can do. And I got my brother. I didn't come up here earlier because I wanted to make sure my brother could get up a hill, and he did. I was able to help him. We coached up it, but just do the best we can do. If anybody don't know who we are, we're going to be here all year, so just watch.
They're going to find out, aren't they?
Yeah.
You heard it here. Now, I'm going to come on over to Matt Myrick. Matt, is there anybody or some sponsors, anybody you want to thank? For those of you who don't know, Matt races the SRS UTV class, and he does a heck of a job. Matt, who do you got to thank?
We got a ton of sponsors of our UTV that we built last year. We're actually racing it for our second season, and we have all the same parts on it. So we're pumped to have folks like Turner Cycles for axles, KMC wheels, Motor Race Tire again with tires. We've got a ton of different sponsors, and we're pumped to have them on board again. And we're definitely, I don't think we finished real well yesterday, but we did finish, and I'm going to push it as hard as I can at the next race because people have stepped up the game. We're going to have to drive them harder and harder, and if you're not on that ragged edge, then you're not going to be up there on the top.
Absolutely, and a huge shout out to both Matt and Cold Shirley from Mad Ram 11, Matt from Busted Knuckle, for being such a huge part of our live feed. He said it a dozen times to me over the past day and a half. It's only going to get better. It's only going to get stronger, and we appreciate everybody out there. We appreciate Team Bacon, Bubba, Timothy, for doing what they do, and to all the drivers out there taking care of business, racing week in and week out. We're going to see you next. Where are we going to be? We're going to be at Windrock.
We're going to be at Windrock ORV in Olive Springs, Tennessee, and that's going to be March 9th and 10th.
And next week, Clyde, where are we going to be for the Bounty Series?
Dirty Turtle UTV Bounty Series season opener.
Dirty Turtle UTV Series opener, the Bounty Series. They're picking 5 hills. It's an elimination. The hills start off easy, and they get crazy. So from all of us here to all of you out there, thank you so much. God bless, and we will see you on a live feed soon. Take care of each other. We love you. Please comment below. We would take all of your constructive criticism, anything that you want to see differently on the show. Please let us know. Anything that we're doing right.
Yep.
Yeah, we want to know. Anything
we
you
like
want
feedback.
Yeah, please. So from Clyde Bynum, his crew, peace out. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching, guys.